am so excited to have this conversation with you today and to just let our listeners just sort of eavesdrop and ask questions. And I have so many questions myself. So, okay, so first, welcome. My name is Selena Beasley. I am a makeup coach. I teach women in business how to do their makeup like a professional so they can show up as the face of their brand, looking the part of their success. But if you know, if you've been in conversation with me any length of time, you know that makeup and skincare are really hand in glove. You really cannot separate the two. I always say your makeup game will never be a 10 if your skincare game is a 2. So we spend a lot of time talking about skincare and really just preparing the canvas to just, make it the absolute healthiest it can be, because we're going to wear our color that much better. And so I take to the experts when I am, I'm learning too. I'm like a sponge. And so anyway, when I discovered Mackenzie and I learned a little bit about what she was doing, and what she's launching, I was like, I need to hear about this. Like, hold on. Cause you ever just kind of go like, oh, I wish that somebody would come up with this platform that would enable me to do XYZ. It would make my life so much easier. And then here it was like, oh my, wait, she really is coming up with this. And so I can't wait to hear from you. So Mackenzie, can you introduce yourself, kind of give us just a little bit of who you are and what you want to talk to us about today?
Mackenzie Jorns. I'm the founder of Protea. We are named after a flower that means strength, courage, and diversity. And so what we are building is, it started with almost selfishly, my background is in tech. I live outside of the Washington, D.C. area. So I've always been kind of in tech and also government contracting. And to start back in really when the pandemic started, I started helping people virtually with skincare. First job was at a med spa in high school. Like everybody's getting jobs, doing God knows what type of waiting tables or whatever. And I'm like, hey, med spa, like, could you hire me under the table so I can learn from you? So this whole like passion for skincare really started then. Then I got Lyme disease in college and had to learn really about the endocrine system and how it affects your body and the different types of like products that you're putting on your skin. And so learning all of that, then in 2017, I listened to Sarah Blakely's How I Built This podcast episode. And it was like meant to be. And I knew then, okay, I'm going to be an entrepreneur and this is going to be my path. Went into government contracting, went into tech, and lo and behold, like I said, the pandemic happened and I was like, I need to ask my skincare questions. I need to ask somebody that is reliable and vetted and that I can trust and isn't just somebody on, we didn't have TikTok at the time, or I wasn't into it. So somebody on Instagram, no, not to everybody on Instagram, but it's hard to tell if somebody is vetted and like, I can't see their license, you can kind of make up your own persona. So I really wanted to build a platform where people could come and ask their skincare questions and get a partner. So for example, you can have all of these stressors in life that are going on. There's one stressor, and I have it here because I never can say it correctly. But what is it? What is it called? So it's the neuropeptide substance P. And so that gets released when you're stressed. And so that actually can cause itchiness. And if you don't have somebody to talk to one-on-one, how do you even know that these underlying stressors are becoming a stressor and they're tied to your skin? 1. 2, wanted to create a platform where you could go in and spend less money that you would at a facial, because not all of us can spend money like every month to go see our facialist. So now you can get like really great advice for a fraction of the cost. You could save time because you're not trying all these skincare products that are just like kind of popping up on Instagram. They're tailored to you, and you get to kind of go on this journey with this person who's going to stick with you through pregnancy skincare changes, menopause skincare changes. Like you really get to develop this partnership with this person. So yes, I'm very big into customized, tailored skincare, and that's where our platform came from.
Okay, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so your professional and your skincare journey and your experience in tech and your passion to really support women as their skin changes throughout their journey. I think it's amazing. So how have you found, because you work with estheticians, right? Like, how do you find estheticians that
Yes.
are
So
aligned with this
a
vision?
fantastic question. I actually, and this is how I found Shannon, our lead esthetician, was on TikTok. So I call it
Oh,
online business development, which is the tech business development is my bread and butter. I was VP of strategic growth at a tech startup that actually got sold to Ernst and Young. So like I've kind of, done this type of thing before and taking it virtually. So I just make contact with estheticians that I can tell
mm,
resonate with our values, or I can tell the passion is there. And they're not just online to kind of create this persona. Like they really want to help people, which most estheticians get into the business to help people. It's a very, very labor intensive job. So it's really just going online and finding
oh.
people and then posting regularly, getting ourselves out there. There's a great Facebook group called the Making Money Esthetician, which Maria, who runs it, got me into it. And I've been talking with estheticians, and everybody's kind of just like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this. Like, I want to take my business virtually. Here we are.
And this is what as just it's what you've done. First of all, let me just affirm you for what you have done, because as the consumer, we don't know what we don't know. And when we go into a store, of course they're going to tell us, oh, you need this and this, because that's in the best interest of that's what they're selling. But is that really what I need? And you have you have positioned yourself as both the advocate for the consumer, but also as you're a bridge for people with expertise that, I always think esthetician, this is very hands-on work, but now we're in this world where we can reach and influence people on this digital level. Let's leverage that. Let's bring these two together and get their needs met and support small business. And I absolutely love what you're doing. So you sort of already said it, but I want to make sure that we highlight it. What sets this service apart from, why can't I just go on YouTube and find what I need? Why can't I go on TikTok and just, figure it out? So what sets you apart from, what would you say to that when someone says,
You
oh, can't I
totally
find that out
can.
on YouTube?
Is it tailored to you? No. Do you know that? No. Do you have the background and the education and the practice in skincare? No. But you're more than welcome to try. It's like, go for it, type of thing. Uh, but no, it's
All right.
best left to a professional. And the best part about this is our intake form gives the estheticians the information that they need to make better decisions for the consumers. For example, we ask budget questions. So maybe you don't want to be recommended a bunch of professional level $110, $150 serums. And that's fine. We will tailor your skincare routine to meet your budget and your time. Like none of us have time for a 10-step skincare routine. And if you do, kudos. I wish I did. But so it's really, really tailored to you and what you need.
I love that. And I think that is the piece that can so easily be lost when we can go find this information anywhere, but skincare, makeup, your image, that is something that's so incredibly personal and so unique to you. And so I love that Protea it's just positioned as an advocate for the consumer. I think that's beautiful. So now, on a product level, talk to me a little bit about, okay, I come to you and I tell you I have XYZ, concerns and I need solutions. Where would you direct me in terms of products? Like, is it
Yeah.
it's not just one
So,
brand? Like,
and
where
let's
would I
also
go?
speak to the fact that we do sell products. We do have a product line, two arms of the business. The product arm is to facilitate being able to give skincare to unhoused women. So for every skincare product we sell, we donate a skin confidence kit to an unhoused woman because we truly want to boost the confidence through skin for all women, no matter what economic background you're in, or whatever. So as far as the platform goes and recommending skincare products, that's basically your kind of question. So totally agnostic
Yes.
to what our products are and agnostic to all brands. We are recommending what works best for you, no matter product affiliation. So there is no, we root out, it's just not our thing. We root out MLMs. So, you know, if you're a part of an MLM, this probably isn't the space for you. And we also make sure that if the esthetician is aligned with brands, it's like an image, a skin script, really good, tried and true, proven professional skincare brands. And if they're doing so, that's on them because of their experience rather than this brand kind of blanket recommending products type of thing. And so, and what estheticians get to do is do a shop my shelf. So then they can earn commission and they don't have to worry about like shipping the products and carrying the products and all of that stuff. So they could really operate virtually.
Okay. So give me like, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
My mind is running like million miles an hour. But give me like okay, in a perfect world, in the next 5-10 years for Protea, this is what we would like. This is how we want to take up space and how we want to serve. And this is what we would really like to see develop.
In a perfect world, we have scaled to the point where we are worldwide able to help people. And so say you're getting into French skincare, you get to talk to a French esthetician and real time get translated. So totally bridging communication gaps is really our thing through technology.
Okay, so speaking of communication, can you get a little tech nerdy with me and kind of explain what will I find when I'm on the app? Like, okay, so here I am at the homepage of the app. Now, what happens?
Not an app, but mobile compatible. So it is a website, but it's mobile compatible. So you'll go on, super simple. You'll pick and you'll be able to filter who best meets your needs. So acne, pregnancy, postpartum, those types of things, menopausal, all of these, that chemo. If you're going through chemo treatment, your skincare routine is very, very different. So being able to filter out who would best serve you and then going and reading her bio and seeing, okay, like this is probably somebody I would resonate with. Clicking on her and then just booking her availability. You'll go through, you'll pay for your session, you'll get an email confirmation, and then the rest is history. In that email confirmation, you'll get your intake form, which you'll fill out. You'll upload photos of your face, and we give you directions on like, you know, no makeup, in natural light, front on, side, left, right sides. And then that's where we get the nitty gritty information of specifically like lifestyle questions. So you'll have to spend, it's about 15 minutes, but it makes your consultation so much more efficient and so much more robust. So yeah, it's as simple as that. And then you'll be able to do follow-up, do follow-up consultation appointments if you need to. You'll be able to, we'll have estheticians can set up their courses. Like if they have, something special that they want to talk about and teach people, they'll be able to add that to the site. So from a consumer standpoint, it's very simple and seamless. And that's kind of, the goal in user experience is to make it simple. And then from the esthetician standpoint, they'll be able to log into their member portal and then update their schedule and all of that good stuff. But we actually do their profile for them. So that way everything kind of looks the same and it's easy and they just sign in and get to just do their job and, earn their revenue. So, yeah.
So now are you serving just North America, or is this... Can you serve women
everywhere? How
far
now,
is this reach?
Specifically because of language barriers, we do include, okay, this person speaks fluent French or whatever. So, but the site is in English. So right now it's really just serving English speaking people. I would say, rather than
Okay.
region.
But
Yeah, as
geographically,
long as you
it
speak
can go beyond
English, we
North
can serve
America.
you at this time. Hopefully, we could serve all languages in the future.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So the women that join me for these conversations are typically women in business. They're busy. How can Protea support their goal of showing up as the
Oh,
face of their brand,
I
looking
love
the
that.
part of their
So,
success?
what we can do is give you a skincare routine that's actually going to work and most likely take less time. So, use less products, but use better products. Doesn't mean they're more expensive, better for you products. And, get on with your day. Get
Okay.
going. Like, yeah, you got stuff to, exactly. You have stuff to
Do.
do. You're running a company. You got places to go. All right.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be complicated. And I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about your approach is skincare and makeup, again, hand in glove. It can be very, intimidating, and I don't even know where to start. I don't even know who to listen to on this. I don't even know. I mean, there are 620,000 makeup videos and like 250,000 skincare videos on YouTube. Where does somebody start? And if you are a high performing professional,
Yeah.
no, we're just not gonna do that. I do not have time to go there. So I love that this is just that they can come to you and that it's just like a perfectly tailored approach that
Yes.
is effective
Let's get it
and
right.
efficient. So well, well done. So give me a timeline, Mackenzie. What is when are you
Yes.
launching? Have you already?
So
What's going on
launching
timeline wise?
beginning mid-March. We've got our stand up this afternoon with our developers. So, tech talk, but I'll get, more of an update then. But the goal is for mid-March. So at the latest, hopefully I'll be able to surprise
Okay.
everybody and we'll do early March, but it needs to be perfect before launching. So
And you're just the right person for this. It's going to be fantastic. So how can someone find you? How can someone find out more about Protea? Be there on day
yeah,
one to
so
really
going to
leverage
our
what you're
website
offering.
and just sign up and get on our newsletter. We do not send out a billion emails. Not about that. Again, efficiency. So when we send an email, it means something. You'll then get alerted when it goes live. And yeah, that's simple as that.
The site, where to go.
Bookprotea.com.
Gosh, thank you so
Yeah.
much for just sharing your expertise and just I can tell that you're so passionate about this. I
Go
just
for it.
have one more question I want to ask you. What is in a skin?
Yes.
You mentioned a kit that goes to a woman in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, of
Tell
course,
me
of
more
course.
about that. Like,
So
what's this
this
kit?
started because I used to volunteer at a low barrier women's shelter in Colorado Springs when we lived there. So I got to see firsthand the difference it would make in women's confidence to just go through the simple self-care routine. And so our skin confidence kit is tailored to the unhoused women and kind of what they're going through. Their needs are very different than yours and mine's needs. So what's in there? It's a nice little canvas bag so they can store, valuables, whatever. And because a lot of them do have cell phones, and these are women who have fallen on hard times. These are not, I could go on and on about statistics and stigma around it, but there's a lot people don't understand. So anyway, the kits in it, Johnson's Baby Wash. It is a phenomenal pH balanced body wash that you can actually use on your face. And if they need to, they can also use it as shampoo. Honest to God, that's what I use when I travel. No joke. It takes off your makeup amazingly. If you have any skincare issues, it is gentle on them. I'm sure estheticians are like rolling over right now, like what is she, type of thing. But for these women, it is amazing. It works perfectly. That way too, they have babies or even dogs. A lot of unhoused people have animals. So then they can also use it for their animal. or their child. So again, all about efficiency. Vaseline, amazing for everything. So Vaseline.
I know.
Antibacterial hand wipes, because not every time do they have access to like antibacterial soap. And so this makes it so that they can use, if they've got water, they can wash their face, but first they can use their antibacterial wipe. So we've got that. We've got sunscreen, because obviously everybody needs sunscreen, especially if you're outside. And then we have moisturizer. And the sunscreen and moisturizer is Cetaphil. And it is Cetaphil because that is the dermatologist recommended brand that kind of works for everybody. And I don't want a woman getting excited to get this skin confidence kit and finding out that it doesn't work for her skin, or she gets a rash or something like that. So really just basic, bare bones, we know it's going to work for them products.
This is beautiful. I love it. And I've been on I do encourage people just to go to your site and read your story, and I think it will just really encourage you, as if you're just kind of tuning into what this is all about, just go be encouraged. I think, Mackenzie, what you and your team have done is brilliant. I am so excited to follow this journey and to, again, to direct my students to your site, because they all have very unique skin care needs, and they have, they need that expert esthetician, speaking into their world of skincare. And so I just think what you've done is brilliant.
This was lovely. Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Please go to bookprotea.com just to learn a little bit more about Mackenzie and her story and what is coming available in March. And also tell us again, Instagram handle, how they can find you.
Yes, please DM us. It's book.protea, Protea, and that's it.
Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a fantastic day, Mackenzie.